Welcome to our living room. And as you can see, my roses are still gorgeous. October 5th, and they're still doing so beautifully. So I wanted to share a story with you to begin with. And I'm actually reminded of this story from reading our newest book, Heartfulness. So this took place a while ago. And we've mentioned throughout these videos that we have golden retrievers, and we've actually had golden retrievers for about 48 years. Like, I don't know if we'd know how to live without our beautiful golden retrievers. And of course we've had different ones too. So this is a story about a female named Molly. And Molly, one of the most loving of all of our females. She was just thoroughly sweet and loving and gentle. So Molly had hurt her paw, and the vet recommended a medicine that would help take down the swelling. It was very important that she have this medicine. So it was just once a day, but it was such a challenge to get the medicine into her. And I tried all different kinds of things, and I would disguise it in her favorite little foods and treats. And she was like an actress, and she'd make a scene of eating the treat and eating the pill, and then she'd watch me walk off, and you'd hear this little plop. Do you remember? And you look back and there was the pill. I mean, how in the world did she do that? And so I disguised it in other things, and then I got a little bit more firm with her, and I would massage her throat, and she'd make this whole show of swallowing. And I go, oh, thank God, she's finally got the pill. I'd walk away, plop. And this went on day after day after day. So one day I went out and I didn't do all the things that I normally do, and I looked at her and I said, I love you so much, and this is good for you. Why would I give you something that wasn't good for you, that wouldn't really help you? And I would like you to open up and receive this as a gift. She took it. And I thought about myself, because, and all of us, we're getting divine guidance, we're getting messages that come into our heart. People are getting these all the time, every day. It's not just special people, it's everyone gets these guidances. But the point is to receive them. And why would we be getting these if they weren't for our good? Why would we be getting these if it wasn't because we were loved? And it's usually a guidance of, call so-and-so. Or, I think it'd be really nice if you just wrote a little letter to someone. Or, why don't you stop being so busy and sit down and pray? And, honestly, most people, myself included, we just power through the day and ignore a lot of these very special messages. But if we could just remember, just like Molly, that why would we be getting these messages if it weren't for the fact that we are loved? Each message comes as a gift of love, and our whole lives will open up so beautifully as we really take the time to listen and follow through. And I think it's so important in this time of the pandemic and everything else that's going on, that we listen to these messages. All right, so Barry has a beautiful song. Oops, Barry, sorry. Let's all call roses.
The roses.
Oops. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's so very, very important to be able to trust these little messages that come, because sometimes it's very important. Sometimes it could actually save a person's life. And Joyce, while you were talking about this, I remembered also, I think it's also in the Heartfulness, that the time that I was hiking on Mount Shasta, and I was walking by in this meadow, and there was a man lying down, and I got a message. Really, it just was a prompting. Sometimes they're not like, do this, sometimes it's just this just gentle prompting to go sit next to him. And I almost didn't, because I thought, how invasive, the guy's probably taking a nap. But I eventually listened, and I just sat next to him, and he opened his eyes, and he'd been planning his suicide, and he asked if there is a God to please show that somebody cares about him. And right at that moment, I sat down next to him, and he revealed all this to me, and we ended up having a wonderful connection. And he really thanked me, and he said, "You're the answer to a prayer, and I don't need to kill myself. I now know there's a God." And I remember just feeling, what if I didn't listen? What if I just... And we're all getting these promptings, so please just listen. So can you do the honors?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's in the listening that you're blessed. I remember that when Barry, when I saw Barry after that experience, he was just glowing with such a light, because you were so blessed.
Yeah.
By the fact that you listened.
Yeah.
I will hold this.
Yeah. So this song, it has this one line in the chorus that it's called "The Sound of Your Voice in My Heart." And the chorus part of it goes, "Please help me." Help me. I don't usually start with this part. Great Spirit, to more clearly hear it. The sound of your voice in my heart. The sound of your voice in my heart. The sound of your voice in my heart. Words cannot say what my heart already knows, and my mind can't explain what my feelings already show. So help me, Great Spirit, to move ever near it, to the source of your hidden mystery. Please help me, Great Spirit, to more clearly hear it. The sound of your voice in my heart. The sound of your voice in my heart.
Beautiful. Really, that's beautiful, Barry.
Even though I got a little
Oh, that's part of the beauty,
That's
right?
part of it, yes, right.
That, all right. Well, so we wanted to tell you that we'll be back in 3 weeks because we've been home most of the summer. We're really following the guidelines of the pandemic, and we decided to take a road trip with our camper and our 2 golden retrievers, and we're going to Utah and do hiking, and it'll be fun. Yeah. So we'll be back shortly. It might actually be Halloween, or the day after Halloween or something, and with another video, and we'll be filled with inspiration. And shortly after that, our son is coming back for another visit, and because he's very popular on the videos. All right, well, much love, and we'll see you in 3 weeks.
Yeah, and thank you so much for watching these videos. If in the next 2 weeks, because there's not going to be anything from us, please feel free to go to YouTube and just type in Joyce and Barry Vissell, and there's a whole slew of the reruns, the older videos.
Yeah, yes, because we started when the lockdown started, and we thought it would only be a couple months, but here we're still here, and it's something that we enjoy very, very much.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
so much love to you.
Yeah.